Me and Peter are up in an attic right now, and we're installing a concealed Fujitsu ductless unit, and I'll show you everything. So here's a carrier which we just installed recently on existing ductwork, but it serves the whole second floor. We're taking the master suite off of this ductwork and we're putting it onto this ductwork for this mini split. And I measured out wrong, so you could see we had a big overlap that I had to close off. But otherwise, the ductwork is looking really good. Because of the supply chain shortages, this is what we have. And I know you're really not supposed to go down, but it'll work. We're gonna balance it all afterwards with our dampers. It's only 6 runs, 4 8s and 2 6s. We have some new flex. We're gonna try to reuse some old flex, and we got our line set and our communication wire run. It's not hooked up yet. It's just here for now. I'm gonna step out and show you kind of an overview. So here's our return box right there. See Peter's over there with our supply lines. It is on inverted rod, and that's nice and secure. There's a bolt above and a nut above and a nut and washer below. And we had this nice transition made where the supply comes out the size that's needed, but then it goes to a 12 by 12 box, and that's where the air gets distributed. But what we're going to be taking off, we got this one, that one, this one, this one, this one right here, and let's see, what is happening? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm confused. 1 here. 2. Well, whatever it is, we'll figure it out. I know the water closet, the bathroom has a duct. I wonder if they ran it off the other unit, in which case it's fine. We'll still take it and put it onto here. But it's going smoothly for now. Okay, so Peter's gonna record this, but here's my, what was this, 1/2 inch, I believe? And I gotta pull my nut off, my flare nut. I've already cut and deburred this piece of pipe from the factory edge. I got rid of that. But I use, or we use, what Mike likes to use is the NAVAC cordless flaring tool. And I'm going to demonstrate that once I make sure that this is in fact 1/2 inch. And you want to show them, there's a little guide here that you put it to, and then you can move it out of the way. And then put the tool on it. You want to show it from this view? Is it on? Haven't used this in a while. Yeah, it's on. We have battery. So you put it on. It just slips right over. Just like this. Why is it not slipping? Just like that. and you latch it in, and you push this button on the top, and it does all the work for you. And then it backs itself out. And then to disengage, you pull this handle back up, slide it out, pull off our little thingy, and that flare is completely perfect. Can they see the inside of the flare? Is it focused?
Yeah.
It's always an amazing flare. And then some people hate this, some people don't, whatever. But what I do is with Nylog, not as a sealant, just as like a lubricant, I put a touch on the outside and a touch on the inside of the flare. And I'll spread it just a thin amount around. And I do that way when this nut tightens, it's not gonna start to spin the copper pipe once it gets really tight. So make sure it's nice and straight on there. How does it look from your angle? Like it could be bent this way. How does that look?
Perfect.
And then, well, if you do it right, you can get this almost completely hand tight without using the wrench. So that's seated in there perfectly right now. And then I'll tighten it. It does have a torque specification, and I do not have my torque wrench, but I have done a few of these and I know what the feel is. I look like I'm struggling, but that's because I struggle to tighten anything. And I don't know if you could notice, but the copper itself didn't try to spin at all. So this just crushed kind of that flare into place. And then we'll repeat that process and do the same thing for the 1/4 inch. You can cut it.
It fell right on his head. Oh my god. Peter! It fell right on your head!
Okay, so we finished up, but Mike stopped by. Helped us get a lot of it done. Here's the controller, which is nice. Lights up. Cool, heat, dry, whatever. Fan speed, whatever. Got a return grill. A little hole that's got to be plugged, but the return grill sits really nice and flush. And for the unit itself, we're cleaning everything up right now, but here is what we have. So we got all the ductwork going up into our supply plenum, which is right there. You can see. We got our condensate coming out, and it's pitched the whole way. I did a little 45 there. We're tying in with another drain, but there is our thermostat connection and our power coming from the outdoor unit, as well as our line sets over there. Our return, and that's where it comes out of the ceiling. But I did a temperature, 70 on the return, 50 on the supply, so 20-degree temperature difference. The unit's running and cooling perfectly fine. We'll cut this, but we're cleaning everything up now, and they're going to be super happy. Now they have full control over their master, and the other bedrooms should get a lot cooler too now. Their complaint was that some bedrooms weren't getting cool enough, and we tried to balance, but they liked the master to be at like 64 degrees. And we closed these, but left them there just in case we need to use them. Closed the dampers and then taped them over. Peter did that. But I think it came out really, really nice. You can see our line set run. And it goes all the way across, down and outside the house. And I'll show you the condenser, but it's not a permanent location. And going to that outdoor unit now. And I know you guys are gonna say it's too close, I need power, but it's only temporary. We have the unit here, our flares there, our communication wire run through liquid tight, and disconnect is stealing power from here for now. Total electrician wires in power, and this will be mounted up off the ground. And big run on the line set, but right now it's cooling and it's working out. It's actually discharging a lot of heat right now, which is nice. We put this carrier in the other day, or other week. You can see, stay bright. Took the filter dryer out and put the filter dryer upstairs. But this unit's also really nice. And I'll show the unit from another angle, just to kind of give the whole setup. So here's that plenum, which is 12 by 12. And the transition right there, which goes from like 6.5 to 12, and oh, it's right here, 6.875 by 30.5 to 12 by 12. And you can hear almost no airflow, which is nice. It's nice and quiet, and it's nice and cool, so I like the way it turned out a lot.